are Ed and Sunny.
From Ed and Sunny's Days Off.
Yes.
I said it wrong.
You did?
I did.
Hey man, the world, I mean, you can see the emblem. You know what it is.
It's Ed and Sunny Days Off. I'm sorry. I'm sick because somebody got sick on the ship. And now I'm sick. Sharing is not always caring.
Who was sick getting on that boat?
I was not sick getting on the boat. I had an upper respiratory infection, which is different. Anyway, let's get started comparing and contrasting the differences and similarities, the likes and dislikes of Carnival and Royal Caribbean. Since this was our first Royal Caribbean cruise, we have a lot of things to take in, to compare, to identify. And
we're pretty much like, I know it's easy to say, well, y'all went on the Carnival Vista. That's the biggest one you've been on. But our comparisons are what we seen on every Carnival ship versus the one Royal ship. Mm-hmm. So every bed we've been on Carnival, they felt like this. There was no different. Every, show we went to on Carnival was like this. So, just before we get criticized, we're like, oh, you haven't run every Carnival ship.
I mean, these are our experiences and our travels and our vacations. So we're just talking about our perspectives and our experiences.
Yeah, so number one, Royal bed feels way better than Carnival's bed.
Yes. It didn't have that wedge in between it. The twin sheets, or not the twin sheets, the twin beds didn't slide apart. It was strong, sturdy, and it stayed together, which is the most important.
The pillows are nice and fluffy.
Very fluffy.
If y'all doing a tally mark, give 1 point to Royal for the bed.
Definitely. And another thing is the Royal shower. I love the bathroom in general, just how it was set up. Mm-hmm. And the shower, having to be able to close it with glass instead of that curtain, that cold, wet curtain slapping you while you're trying to get clean.
Yes. No water, not a drip of water left that shower. Mm-hmm. Carnival has a washer room where you can take your clothes and wash it yourself. And there's an ironing board, you can iron your clothes.
And steamer too.
Yeah, so like, I asked 3 people on Royal, where's the iron? And they all was like, well, you gotta pay to do that. I'm like, nah, there's no way y'all are charging me to iron my own clothes.
$17.
$17. They talking about somebody else gonna wash my drawers and stuff. I'm like, I ain't letting y'all touch my drawers. So I'm gonna give Carnival a point that they're better than, that I've noticed that's better than Royal. They have a washer room with an iron. Mm-hmm. Especially for Elegant Night. I went to Elegant Night wrinkled.
We all went wrinkled.
Because I'm not paying $17.
Just to get your shirt ironed.
Yeah, miss me.
The Carnival website is better. But the apps are kind of neck and neck when it comes to things. When it comes to the texting people in your party, the itinerary, and the pictures, that's pretty much level. But the website for Carnival is easier to navigate, in my opinion, than the website for Royal Caribbean.
Royal's app, one of the things I didn't like, and I can't remember if Carnival does this, Royal's app, when you're communicating with the people in your party, it does not give you an alert. You're constantly checking your app to see did somebody text you or anything. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember if Carnival did that or not, but that was one thing they really got to fix. That was getting real annoying.
Yeah. I think the last time we used the app for Carnival was like 2019.
Yeah.
Because when we went last year, it was just us, so we did have to use the app.
But they could have updated by then, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. Carnival, if it's like your first time cruising, Carnival boat is very easy to navigate. How they have the numbers on the wall and how to get to your room is way easier than Royal. Royal, it's gonna take you about 2 to 3 days before you remember where your room is at.
Yeah, on Carnival, the odds are on one side, the evens are on the other, and you already know if you see a number that's odd, then you're on the odd side. Even side.
and you kind of know where the back and the front of the ship is.
Yeah.
Royal, we stay constantly, where the aft? Where's the aft?
Where's the forward?
Yeah, like we'll go to one end of the boat and be like, damn, the dining room is at the back. So 1 point for Carnival for being less confusing.
Now the Royal ship is smoother. I'm not sure if that's because it's bigger or how it was designed, but normally when we get off the cruises, we kind of have like that wavy feeling for 2 or 3 days after. We didn't get that.
Yeah, or like when you're at dinner or at breakfast, you can hear on a Carnival ship, you can hear the utensils like jingling. Even in your room, if you put something down or a cup, you can hear it. But on Royal, smooth, nothing.
Yeah.
So if you get seasick easy, I think Royal will be the cruise for you. So I'm gonna give another point to Royal.
Definitely.
What I like to do, I know people say, we're not in the rooms a lot, but sometimes I like to, when I take a nap, I like to have the TV on. Carnival has free demand. And I watch like all kind of movies on there. So I'm gonna give Carnival another point. I'm gonna say that's over Royal as of now. I don't know if they changed anything. Carnival has free demand on TV.
So another thing about Royal, and I don't know if this is a positive or a negative, but it's just something different, is that you have to, well, not have to, but it's preferred that you make reservations for the activities that you do and the shows that you watch. To whereas on Carnival, you kind of you show up like when you're on the ship, and you can make reservations once you're on the ship if it's something that's very, very specific. With Royal, you can get on the app a month before and start signing up for the different shows and activities that you want to do. Definitely.
Me personally, I like reservations. I didn't like it at first, but I realized I like to get the things early. I like to pick my seat. So me personally, I'm gonna give Royal that point.
I think it's good for, like you said, people that like to get there early and stuff, but when you're on cruise time,
you kind of just want to get up and go,
Get there when you get there.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we'll leave it a toss-up, whatever you want.
Yeah.
So, another thing we noticed that I gotta give to Carnival.
Big one. I think this is like my biggest pet peeve, honestly.
There was not a lot of like drink stations, specifically water.
Yes. We even brought our own cups and everything.
Yes.
But you have to go into restaurants. Like you have to go into the pizza place, which is designed like a restaurant. You have to go into the buffet, which is designed like a restaurant. You have to go into any place
And
that's
a lot of
designed
those
like
places,
a restaurant.
A lot of those places have signs, don't fill up your water. Like don't put water in your own cup.
Yes.
And it's like, damn man, we was trying to do a hack. We tried to bring some little stuff you put in your drink,
Yeah, the what are they? Not Kool-Aid packets, but like Crystal Light. That's what it was.
We tried to bring those so we don't have to pay $82 for the drink package, and there's like, when we get on the ship, it's very difficult just to get water.
Yeah, I was thirsty like a bunch of days.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give Carnival
a big point. I'm gonna give them 2 points for that. I don't know about you, but calories don't count on cruises. Don't count in general, but especially on cruises, they do not count. And I like to eat my sweets when I am on the ship, so I love going to the Carnival candy shop. What's it called? The sweet shop?
Cherry on top.
Cherry on top. Yes, where you get to pick out all the little jelly beans, all the sweet and sours, all the
gummy
chocolates.
bears, that's my favorite.
Yes, you get to scoop and pick whatever you want, right? Well, on this Royal Caribbean cruise ship, the Allure of the Seas, they have a sweets shop, candy store that you have 4 options. They're pre-packaged, and that's what you get. That's it.
It was more than 4 options. It just wasn't a lot.
They had Snickers, they had Twix, they had M&Ms.
Sweet tarts and stuff like that. Like, no, we want some gummy bears. We want some sour worms.
Yeah, they had some like peach rings, and then they had gummy fruits. That's literally it. Everything that we've named.
Yeah, that's not a real candy store. I always eat gummy bears on the cruise, and like this the first time. And I wanted to buy some mints. They didn't even have mints. 1 point for Carnival.
Definitely.
Royal Caribbean, they have a nice pizza place. Like I like their pizza place. I like the way their pizza tastes. All of that. Give them all that. But it's not 24 hours.
Yeah.
Carnival has to take a point for 24-hour pizza when you're up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and you done drunk, a little bit too much. You want something to wash that down with.
Or you took a bunch of naps and now you're up in the middle of the night, hungry. What you gonna eat? Room service?
Hold on, let me make a correction. I did not realize that Carnival is not 24 hours anymore. Carnival hours for their pizza is from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Royal is from 11:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. So I'm not giving either one of them a point. I made a mistake. We was on Carnival in February 2022. They made the changes in August 2022. So I'm not giving either one of them a point. My bad.
I'm not sure if it's me, but the trivia on Carnival is definitely better and more interactive, because the trivias that we went to, I felt like I had to be a contestant on Jeopardy to be able to answer half of them. And it was hard.
I remember these 2 questions. This made me drop the pencil, give it back to him and say, I'm out. What's the second smallest continent? Think about it. Don't use Google. What's the second smallest continent?
And tell us in the comments.
And who made the first telescope?
Who made the first telescope?
I don't know. I didn't stay there long enough to get the answer. I legit put the pencil down and left. They need to have some fun trivia.
Yeah, that's some hard stuff.
Carnival, we get to have fun. Harry Potter, heroes. We did have a hero
trivia.
Yeah, TV shows.
Yes.
It was like rocking science questions.
Theme song trivia. Lots of different things.
So, Carnival, you get another point. Suck it to me.
I think Royal made up for it with their shows, because their shows definitely blow Carnival out the water.
Yes.
The quality is here, and Carnival's is...
We finally agree on something.
Yeah, definitely.
Royal, I love the boat. I love the design. I love Central Park. I love all that. Mm-hmm. But you do not, unless you go to the top floor, you do not see water all the time. Carnival has so many windows everywhere you go. You're surrounded by a good view of the water. Mm-hmm. And Royal was just like, no, you're gonna take your butt up to the 16th floor to see this water.
Yeah, I went almost 48 hours without seeing water.
Yes, it took a while for us to see some water.
Yeah, we had to make it a cognitive decision to be like, I need to go see some water. And I don't know, I think it's probably has to do a lot with the design, because the rooms are on the outside and everything's on the inside, but still there were not a lot of places to lounge and relax and sit on the water unless you're like at the pool or outside.
There wasn't a lot of windows.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give Carnival, I'm gonna give them that.
I agree. Point. When comparing the foods between Royal and Carnival, there is a difference. Now, I will say that both of them are good. I've always appreciated the food on Carnival, but the food on Royal, it felt like it was just a step above.
Yeah, the fact that they had different cultures, food on there.
Yes.
And
you know that we ate Indian food for 4 nights.
Yes.
If you watched our previous video, but it was so good.
Yes, I definitely think Royal had better quality food. The only thing I missed was those burgers, them guys' burgers. It's not like Royal don't have burgers, but I would trade God's burgers for all that other food we ate.
There was a Mexican restaurant. What was it called?
El Loco Fresh.
That place was thebomb.com.
We always give credit to the Blue Iguana on Carnival. We always give we was like nothing's beating that, but we finally found something that beat it.
Sure.
It was like it tastes like real authentic meat.
Mm-hmm.
That came out wrong. Oh, not like that. I wasn't thinking. Pause. I wasn't thinking that.
Oh, you was talking about it earlier. You was like big, huge.
Dad, that was you.
That was you.
The rice, oh God, the rice tastes good. It was better than the Blue Iguana. I'm gonna admit, I didn't want to give them that, but another point for Carnival. Yeah. I don't know where.
Royal.
Oh, Royal?
Yeah.
Okay, Royal got another point. I don't know where we at with who's winning. Last but not least, this was something that surprised me on both ships. Carnival has a real movie theater. Let's just cut to the chase. Carnival has a snack stand.
Carnival Vista.
The Vista, they had the little movie premieres when you walk through the door. Mm-hmm. And then you have
the posters on the walls. Yeah.
And then it's a real movie theater.
Yes, it's a complete IMAX theater in there. And the movie theater on
Royal, it felt like that's what it felt like when we walked in. We were like, so y'all just got a big old TV in here, a big old projector. That's what this is.
I don't even think it was that big. I think it was normal size.
We sure did leave. Hit the like and subscribe so you can see how this goes.
Mm-hmm. Well, while he's thinking about it, I'll be excited and tell you guys. We are going on the Carnival Jubilee in December, and right before we go there, we're also stopping in Colorado. Now, you might think stopping, but we're going up to Colorado, and then we're coming back down to work a couple days, and then get our butts on the boat and sail away.
Now, my question is for y'all. If y'all were going on a Christmas cruise, do y'all think it's necessary to buy gifts on the Christmas cruise, or would like your money be cruise money?
You better start saving
This
change now.
This isn't a question for you. This is a question for the people. Do they think you should buy gifts on a Christmas cruise?
Do you want my answer, or you want me to wait?
You can answer it.
A small gift.
A small gift.
A small gift. Just, like some new AirPods, or I don't know, something small.
So yeah, stay tuned. We have a lot more vacationing to do. We have a lot more days off.
And I'm gonna be healing this foot and ankle.
Oh, you gonna get dragged on that boat. We ain't playing.
If need be, I will be paying that $300 and some change to get the vroom vroom.
So yes, come back, hit the like, hit the subscribe, come back.
Can't wait to see you.
Peace.